So Nevin, let me ask you this. One of the things that I end up doing when I'm grilling is I end up having to be half a mile from the party while everyone's having fun. And something about this that intrigued me is the fact that it's pretty versatile when it comes to mobility. And the other thing is that when I cook, I get a lot of things that fall through the cracks. I get a lot of flare-ups, a lot of fire going on that I don't want. How does this differ from that?
Well, that's what's so different about this. I mean, anything that you can cook on a grill, you can cook on a Disket, not vice versa. Okay, so if you're thinking about steaks, burgers, dogs, bananas Foster, cherries Jubilee, fajitas, any of that stuff.
Wait, you can do desserts on
Exactly, and breakfast too.
Wow.
This again is that there's no flare-ups. You were talking about the portability of it. This thing is all on casters, so you can move it from one area of the shade in the yard to another. Maybe you want to clean up around or whatever real quick. It's totally easy to move around.
So some of the other things for me too is that my grill lasts maybe 2 or 3 years because screws start falling out and different things, the burners, things start happening. What is this made of?
Well, what's cool about this, the Disket is made out of 3/16 plate steel, and it's a 4-leg design. So that gives added stability, added strength, and also locks that propane tank around it. Of course, it's easy to get that lifetime warranty when you built it right the first time.
So you're telling me that you give, when most grills and most things that I buy have maybe a year warranty because they're outside in the elements, you're telling me you give a lifetime warranty on this?
Well, it's funny you ask that, because if you look at most of the stuff on the market, it's all made out of thin sheet metal, something that's really going to be replaced in a year or two anyway.
Okay.
So what we do is we design the Disket grill out of thick 3/16 plate steel, and it's a 4-legged design. Of course, we build it right the first time. It's easy to give a lifetime warranty.
I want a design specifically for me. Can you do just about anything?
Sure, absolutely. In fact, this one here we're showing is that climbing elk design. Now we have over 800 different designs, and what's cool about it is you get to design it to tell your story. So maybe you like a baseball player or something like that, or maybe you like fish or mermaids or whatever. And pretty much anything you can think of, we can incorporate into the 4 legs in there. And there's a little bit more to that. If you take a look at these handles here, like this has Disket on the lid here.
Oh, okay, right.
So we can actually incorporate it to have Stuart and Monique or whatever on the handles or whatever.
Okay.
The other thing that's kind of cool about it too, like additional for to add to your design, down on the bottom it says Disket cut into that base plate. Here's another feature showing the wheels again. But there's 3 other locations that we can customize. So if you wanted maybe your kid's name's cut into the steel, maybe something says I love baseball or something, whatever you want put in there in this whole design, and that's all included in the same cost. So as simple or as fancy as you want to make it. So what's cool about this is that every single Disket is typically designed and manufactured one at a time. So even though we fabricate a whole bunch of them, we actually take your order, we look at how you want those handles made, how you want the base plate made, whatever you want in the 4 legs for it, whatever. And each order goes through individually. So if it's something that we already have a design with, it can only be, a week or 2. Sometimes it's 2 to 3, just depends on our current backlog.
So let me ask you, I know that you have this disc on here, but what you say you can cook anything on here. Is there different besides just this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So when we first started this thing, we started with just a disc, and people thought, it'd be cool, but I want to do something different for fish fries or whatever. So we actually came out with the flat skillet. So taking a look at this, Stu, you can actually pull this thing off and change it for something else. Now, what's really cool too is, let's say I'm cooking all this stuff up, I got all the awesome food ready to go. I can put my trivet on the table and serve it hot right to all my guests. So I'm gonna just put this over here. In fact, I've got a trivet here.
Oh, so you don't even have to take it out.
Right.
You just take it when it's done. Let's say you're doing fajitas, you can just grab them and say, get after it.
Done.
Okay.
Ready to go.
Good, great. That's awesome.
So this here's our flat skillet. Now, feel the weight of that thing.
Man, that's heavy duty.
It is a little bit heavy duty, but as we talked about the quality of everything we manufacture, we want it to last. We want you being our customer forever, giving us more referrals or coming to buy those accessories. We don't want you to be that one that needs to replace your product every year.
So you're saying this is pretty much the last grill I'll ever need?
Oh yeah, and you can cook, it'll last you forever, and you can cook anything on it.
Great.
See these spots here?
Uh-huh.
That's from welding, all right? If you take a look at the back side of this is something very unique to us. These are half-inch solid square bars welded to this 3/16 plate, and it's formed. And the reason we do that is, again, to increase the quality and the longevity of the product. So the burner puts out so much heat
that it'll warp.
It'll warp, exactly. So on a flat surface, that much heat, it'll warp. So yes, it does add weight to it, but again, keeping up with that quality.
Most of the time when I've bought the flat skillets or anything like this, it ends up kind of warping or being just a little off because of the heat that I put on it. So that's great.
Yeah, you gotta put the quality in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Handles, same thing. You want your name cut in the handles instead of saying Disc It, just let us know. Now, when you order as a complete package, all that customization is included for free. But if you want to order the flat skillet separately, there is a small charge. Go ahead and add your names or whatever you want in those handles.
Sounds like a no-brainer if you're serious about cooking outdoors, right?
So I'm going to go ahead and pull the flat skillet off. We're going to look at some other accessories. I'm just going to set this on top of the disc for now, just to get it out of the way. Hand me that bad boy right there.
Okay.
What is
Wow,
it?
that was easy.
So that's our roasted accessory. I'm glad we had it on a disc it's standing right next to you, and that just shows the versatility, being able to switch things between them. You know, one thing I failed to mention, Stuart, is that we're looking at the flat skillet and this chili roaster and some of the other accessories. All of these accessories also fit the tabletop model Disc It, the junior model Disc It, the double D Disc It.
So they're all interchangeable.
Exactly. So when you add all these other Disc It products to your collection, you can interchange those accessories.
Well, the first thing I thought of was, I'm thinking when I do barbecues, it's nice to throw some jalapenos with some garlic on it and just put them in there, and that way they're ready really quick. I mean, it sounds like a perfect idea.
You know, one of my favorite things to do with this accessory is shrimp. I take shrimp and I marinate it in some white wine, and I'll put some Cajun spices on there, and then I'll mix up some vegetables, put them in here, and then I'll set up the, close up the roast it, and with that burner on, I'll just sit there and rotate it just a little bit. Might have a cold one in my hand.
Will it crisp them up?
It's so nice the way it cooks.
Oh, wow.
What a lot of people do with this is a lot of people like growing their own chilies in their gardens now. So they'll pick a few fresh chilies, whatever, throw it in here, roast it, and then they'll take the entire roasted assembly off, put it on their table, put your disc or flat skillet on, and start your next part of the meal.
Wow, that's awesome.
We've also done things, of course, the chili and stuff in here, but roasted almonds and pecans. The small holes in this thing allow you to do more than that. We have customers that actually use it to roast coffee beans and things like that, pinon.
So what other accessories do you have, Nevin?
So other than the disc, the flat skillet, the roasted, we have other stuff as well. This right here is our stock pot plate. So what this does, locks into the burner
Come
here.
on.
That locks
You're
in.
not kidding, are you?
No. Now, we sell a lot of this when we sell our junior and tabletop discs as well, but this is real nice because instead of trying to center a pot of any kind or a coffee kettle
right on
or
top
something
of
like that, it's got the hole set up in there so you can put the flame through. And if you're going to use this for maybe some beans or
chili, jambalaya,
exactly,
Cajun food, because I know a lot of Cajun food, they do it a lot in the stock pot.
A lot of seafood boils and crab boils and the crawfish boils and stuff, they're doing them and stuff like this.
So if you have more than one disc kit, you can do all kinds of things at the same time.
Exactly.
And cut your cook time in half.
Exactly.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Now, we also have these side tables, and these are designed so they hinge down when you want to store it, because we have a nice heavy-duty cover that protects the whole thing. So these are called the Hold It. And the way this works, you can put your lid.
To hold. What does it hold? Just
so
anything
you can put a
want
small
to put
plate
on
of food
it?
or something on there, maybe barbecue sauce, a beer.
Oh, okay.
It's got
Hey, it's a perfect circle for one.
It's got the notches here so you can hang your utensils on. Your lid can actually hold in here up to the side, or you can let it hang down on there.
Oh, beautiful.
And again, like I said, it's always easy to go and put that away when you don't want to.
Okay, now there's got to be a catch. Okay. Is there anything that it won't do?
It won't cut your grass or clean your pool.
I'm going to have to pass. This is an awesome product. One of the things I'm going to do when I get mine, and I am going to get mine, I'm going to order it, is I'm going to take it to the lake. I'm going to take it to the tailgating parties, because then I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to use it here right by the pool while everyone's in the pool. I can be standing there with a cold one, cooking right there with them instead of being away from the party. So I'm excited.
I can't wait to build them for you, Stuart.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Cooking outdoors has never been better.
Disc It.